I'm going to tell you something that would turn the entire sport of college football upside down and would not be the sport as we know it today. But you may just like it. Hang tight and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. What is up again, college football fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos. Welcome to another edition of Coos' Corner, your go-to channel for college sports with a heavy dose of those West Virginia Mountaineers. I know. It's my second video of the day. I normally don't put out two videos in one day, but I'm going to the West Virginia game tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to post a lot tomorrow, if at all. So I've had this on my mind, and I wanted to get it out to my audience, and I hope you like what I have to say. Now, you Group of Five fans, you Cincinnati fans, you may not like what I have to say at first, but stay tuned into the video, hear me out, and be open-minded, because I think you may just like this idea, okay? Now, we all know the controversy around the College Football Playoff Committee and their decision to put Cincinnati at number 6. I don't necessarily agree with it, but once I heard the explanation as to why, I kind of understand it. So I kind of see both sides of the argument, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm kind of neutral on it. If I was a Cincinnati fan, I would be mad. But also, if I was an Alabama fan or a Georgia fan or somebody else, I would probably be happy. So I understand both sides of it here. So I kind of come at this from a neutral position. So I just want to, but I just want to give you a thought that I had that I think would benefit both sides here. Some sources have said that the College Football Expansion Committee met a couple days ago. There's a lot of disagreement. A lot of the conference commissioners want a 12-team playoff. A lot of them want 8-team playoff. Pretty much all of them agree that they need to expand, but they just can't agree on how many, 8 or 12. Some of them want automatic bids for conference champions, including Group of Five. Some of them don't. They can't agree on that. Obviously, they all want what's going to benefit their conferences, right? The SEC wants as many at-large bids as possible and no automatic bids for conference champions, for obvious reasons, because they could get more teams in. Notre Dame wants more at-large bids, no automatic bids for conference champions. The Big 12 wants 12 teams, and they want automatic bids for conference champions. At least that's it's my understanding, is based on the reports I've heard. And from my understanding, the alliance conferences want an 8-team playoff instead of a 12. So they can't agree even on the number, much less the automatic bid piece. They're supposed to go back and meet again December 1st and hopefully vote and find a solution to this thing. Now, I do believe they'll end up expanding, but the question is, will they give Group of Five conferences a shot even if they do expand? And if they don't, if I'm the Group of Five, I think I take my ball and I walk. And I say, I don't want anything to do with Power 5. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to form our own league. We're going to have our own playoff and our own champion. Because the Group of Five, the way this system is set up now, the Group of Five will never have a chance to crown a national champion. It's just it's a simple fact. And there would be no shame, in my opinion, in the Group of Five doing their own thing. There would be no shame in you having your own national champion. There's a lot of football teams in those Group of Five conferences. So you would still, if you're the best team out of those, that's still a great accomplishment. It would be similar from what's now FBS splitting away from FCS years ago and doing their own. They did their own thing. It would just be, you would now have 3 separate divisions instead of 2. You'd have FCS, Group of Five, Power 5. I mean, you can rename them if you want to, whatever. But I honestly think that would be beneficial to both parties, especially the Group of Five. They could get their own TV deals. They could get their own championships, their own playoffs, do their own thing. Now, the only thing they would lose when they play at non-conference games against Power 5 teams, they normally get paid for doing that because they usually have to go on the road and they pay them to come. They would lose those, several $100,000 checks, whatever it is. But I'm sure they could find creative ways to get TV money to replace that. I mean, that would be some good football games. I mean, look at Coastal Carolina Appalachian State a few weeks ago. That was a heck of a football game. You got teams like Marshall. Marshall's got a good football program. You've got teams like, you'd have Louisiana. You'd have UTSA. I mean, you'd have Tulane. I mean, you'd have some really, Boise State. You'd have some really, Memphis. You'd have some really good football teams playing in these games and potentially winning these championships. There would be no shame in it whatsoever, in my opinion. In Power 5, it would benefit you because you wouldn't have to worry about all this automatic bid crap that you don't like from the group of 5 schools. You could do your own thing, have your own playoff, 18, 12 team, whatever the heck you want to do. Leave it at 4 if you want to. I don't think that'll happen, but heck, whatever you want to do, you don't have to. Then there would be no controversy about leaving out of Cincinnati or leaving out of UCF or whoever. It would take all that away. Everybody, and each division will have their own national champion. Everybody wins, in my opinion. The fans win because they get more football. They get more exciting football at the end of the year. You get to watch more playoff football. You get to watch the FCS. You get to watch the Group of 5. You get to watch Power 5. That's a lot of football, man. Don't you love football? Let's watch more football, right? I honestly see, and even if the playoffs do expand, but they're not able to get it done by the deadline in order to get it done by the 2024 season. If I'm the Group of 5, I might consider doing it anyway, because I'm telling you, it's just the deck is so stacked against them. It's almost impossible for them to get a spot. I'm going to post a link at the end of a video I did a few days ago about the committee and why Cincinnati probably won't have a chance to get in regardless of what they do. I recommend you watch that video. It'll kind of shed some light on why I did this video here as well. But most of you know enough about what's going on to understand why anyway. But listen, let me know what you think about this idea in the comments. Do you think this is a bonehead idea? I'm okay with that. This is a discussion. I'm interested to hear what you think. But listen, guys, I appreciate the support. Don't forget the red subscribe button. Don't forget the thumbs up button, or if you don't like it, if you think this is dumb, thumbs down button. If you think my video is terrible, thumbs down button. Share this with your friends, please. Help me grow my channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. My initial goal was 1,000 by the end of the year, but I did not realize how hard that was going to be. That was a little bit naive. I'm already at right around 390. I think I can get to 500 by the end of the year. Please help me do that. Once again, check this video right here out. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.